Hey guys, it's your girl Miss G, and you already know what time it is. It's G time. It's time to get up, get active, and get it together. My purpose is to give advice, encourage change, and empower success. The goal is to grow, elevate, and excel together. I am so blessed and so proud to be here and to be able to just have this platform to share some of the tools and techniques that I have learned throughout the years teaching, counseling, being in the human service field. It has been such a pleasure to meet so many different people and to do so many different tasks. And there's so many skills that I have learned and I would love to share with you. And I hope you enjoy it. This week we are talking about communication. Oh my gosh, communication is so important. It is a skill that never gets old. It is a skill that you cannot work too much on because you will need communication in every part of your life, in every area of your life. No matter what the relationship is, communication is key. If you do not have healthy communication skills, it will be very hard to be successful because you can't communicate properly to the people that you need to communicate with. So what I am going to do today is just share some communication tips. Or this week, I'm going to share some communication tips. And today, we're just going to focus a little bit more on what communication is and the different type of communication that we use with people. I don't know about you, but being stuck in quarantine, communication is a key factor in having less disputes in the home, okay? I love my husband, I love my children, but let me tell you, 24 hours a day is a lot to be with everybody. If we aren't using our communication skills the way that we know to use them, trust me, there's going to be nothing but arguing all day long because we all get on each other's nerves. I'm sure you go through that. I mean, we love each other, but come on, 24 hours a day, it's easy to get caught up in just silly stuff because we're so not used to what we're doing right now. That is why I say it is so important to have healthy communication skills. You're going to get on each other's nerves. That's just part of life. But if you know how to use your communication skills well, you can reduce the arguing and the fighting and the bickering. You may not like still being at home with one another all the time, but you'll find it more enjoyable because you're using effective communication skills in order to talk to each other. So let's get into it. Communication. You know where I'm at. I'm at therapistaid.com. That's my spot. That's what I love to do. I love to go on there. I love looking at the worksheets. I love looking at the tips that they have, and I love sharing it with you. So let's just talk about what communication is, okay? All right, and the different styles of communication. Communication skills are an essential foundation for any type of relationship. Did you hear that? They're essential for any type of relationship. At home, at school, at work, at church, with your friends, with your man, with your girl, whatever. You're going to need good communication skills if you want to make it far in the relationship that you have. All right? So there are different type of communication skills. We have a passive communicator, an aggressive communicator, not me, and an assertive communicator. There's also passive aggressive communicators. Again, not me. I'm an assertive communicator. I use assertive communication skills often. Do I use them all the time? No. Every now and then I can get back into being an aggressive communicator. I can get back into being very passive, and I can come across sometimes as passive aggressive. It depends on the day, the time, and the person, right? But I do understand assertive communication skills, and I know how to use them. So what does that mean? That means use them. Use them more. Instead of being passive aggressive and aggressive, learn how to use them. Use them properly. But, every now and then you need to know some of them other skills too, depending on the situation. Right? All right, so let's talk about what it looks like to be a passive communicator. Passive communication. During passive communication, a person prioritizes the needs, wants, and feelings of others, even at their own expense. The person does not express their own needs or does not stand up for themselves. This can lead to being taken advantage of, even by well-meaning people who are unaware of the passive communicators' needs and wants. People who are passive in communication are very quiet spoken. They allow others to take advantage of them. Poor eye contact, eyes down, head down, not really giving that full eye contact when you're communicating. And they don't express their needs and wants. They lack confidence. Do you know someone who's a passive communicator? Are you a passive communicator? It's okay. It's okay to admit it and say, hey, this is where I am, but I want to learn how to be a more assertive communicator. I want my needs to be met as well. I want people to know and take me serious when I'm talking to them. We're going to learn that. We're going to go through that this week. Don't worry, I'm going to teach you. Okay, an aggressive communicator. Through aggressive communication, a person expresses that only their needs, wants, and feelings matter. The other person is bullied and their needs are ignored. This is how you know if you're dealing with an aggressive communicator. They get easily frustrated, speaks in a loud and overbearing way, unwilling to compromise, use of criticism, humiliation, and domination, frequently interrupts and does not listen, disrespectful towards others. Whoa. I know nobody wants to admit to being an aggressive communicator, but the reality is there are aggressive communicators out there. Sometimes it's us, and we just have to say, you know what, that's me. When I read this, there are a couple of things that stand out to me. Easily frustrated, frequently interrupts and does not listen. Sometimes I can do that when I'm talking. And it's all about admitting it, acknowledging it, and working towards becoming better at it. Okay? So don't feel ashamed or feel bad because you identify with being an aggressive communicator. Take the steps necessary to change what needs to be changed in order to get to where you want to be. I think everybody deserves to have healthy relationships. I'm sure you don't like arguing and fighting with people all the time. So take the necessary steps. Learn how to use more assertive communication in order to have more healthier outcomes. Okay? So the next one, assertive communication. What's assertive? Assertive communication emphasizes the importance of both people's needs. During assertive communication, a person stands up for their own needs, wants, and feelings, but also listens to respect the needs of others. Assertive communication is defined by confidence and a willingness to compromise. Here's some characteristics of an assertive communicator. They listen without interrupting. I hear what you're saying. Clearly states needs and wants. I need you to listen. I need you to hear me. They know how to say those things. Willing to compromise. Okay, my way is not the only way. I can hear you and I can take what you're saying and I can take the steps needed to work with you versus telling you what I want and what I need and what you're going to do. An assertive communicator also stands up for their own rights. No, I don't like that. No, I don't want to do that. No. An assertive communicator can say no without being aggressive and without being passive. It's okay. You know, somewhere along the line, we got the message that saying no was wrong. And that's not true. Saying no is not wrong. You can say no in an assertive way without making someone feel bad or without feeling bad. No, I don't want to do that. That is not what I like. It's okay. A confident tone and body language, and good eye contact. An assertive communicator knows how to look at you when they're talking. Hi, my name is Crystal. What's your name? That was just a little practice on assertive communication. So, again, this week we're going to focus a little more on communication, but it's important for you to know what type of communicator you are. Are you passive? Are you aggressive? Are you assertive? Well, let's find out. Look at the tips or look at the factors that come with being an assertive communicator, a passive communicator, and an aggressive communicator. Pick what fits you best. And this week, as I give you tips on ways to increase assertive communication, use it. Practice it. Practice it with the people at home. You're not going nowhere. You're not doing nothing. You may as well practice it, right? So that when we get out of this quarantine, you can walk out saying, I'm an assertive communicator. I've learned how to communicate during this time. I am going to be better at what I do. I'm going to be better when I get out of this house. It's all about growth, right? It's all about excelling. It's all about elevating. So why not use positive, healthy skills now so that when you get out, you are better than ever? It's G time. It's time to get up, get active, and get it together. I hope that the communication skills that we talked about today were helpful. If you need extra help in learning what type of communicator I am, go ahead and go to therapistaid.com. Type it in. There are plenty of worksheets. There are plenty of advice columns and tips to help you to understand what type of communicator you are. Or Google it. Communication. What type of communicator am I? They will pop up. There's more than just the three that I taught today, but those were the basics, and that's what I wanted to give you. Just some basic information. Well, have a good one. I will see you soon, and I'll have more to come. You have the power to create change. Have a blessed day.